Hi everyone and happy Monday. I hope you had a lovely weekend. So this weekend was a lot busier than I expected it to be, and today was a lot more stressful than I expected it to be. And I do just want to point that out because I want to try to be like very open and honest on this channel. So we won't be having our pick a card reading today. I'm just going to be reading from the Sacred Rebel and a few cards from the Gilded Tarot and send you off with whatever message that gives us tonight. And hopefully it is not one that is affected by my personal experiences, although we do know that that sometimes happens. I do want to just say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. This channel, this practice, this daily meditation and reading, it's really, really helpful and really important, and it really kind of keeps me in a place where I'm a little bit more level emotionally. And the kind of day today was, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you and the people who message me and who comment. They're a lot of my friends, and it really means a lot. So I just want to make that clear before we get started, that I just want to say thank you. So take a deep breath. Let's get started. Again, we won't be doing the pick a card. I'll maybe do that for you tomorrow, though. So let's get started. Take a deep breath, and then let's see what your overall energy is for this day, Monday, June 10th, 2019. For whoever this reading is meant for, on this day, Monday, June 10th, 2019, whoever this reading is supposed to reach and connect with, from their higher self to mine, through me and through these cards, what is the message that needs to be heard, that needs to be known and recognized on this day for whoever is here to receive it? Monday, June 10th, 2019, please and thank you. You have trust yourself, and then the next card, literally the second card, was inner trust. So today the whole issue is about trusting yourself, trusting your vibes, your energy, your knowledge. I think here the message is to trust your creative energy, okay? So if you're like trying to paint, write music, create a statue, like anything, trust that you're going in the right direction. Trust that, the ideas that you're having for making change in your life, they're the ideas you're supposed to be having. And even though you may be in a position where you're doubting them, this is a very, very strong message. Like the two cards are both telling you to trust yourself. They're both telling you to trust your intuition, trust your beliefs, trust what's going on inside of you, so that you will be able to move forward and make the right choices for yourself. Whatever it is, if you're doubting your choices, you're doubting your intuition, then take some time to really ask yourself why you're feeling those doubts, because there's a big chance that that's the right move for you, that whatever it is that your brain or your heart, your soul is telling you is the direction you need to go in, that's probably the direction you need to go in. So this is a message to just trust yourself. Again, trust your instincts, trust your soul, trust your higher self. They're trying to get you in the right direction. Don't let your doubts hold you back, okay? So let's pull a couple of more cards just to see if we can get some more information concerning those cards. So what is it that they need to trust themselves about? What do they need to trust on this day, Monday, June 10th, 2019? What do they need to trust for whoever this reading is meant for? In themselves, for themselves. What do they need to know? What do they need to understand? What message do they need to guide them so that they can further trust themselves and further trust their own intuition and their own creative energy, their own creative power? What do they need to know for this day, from their higher self to mine, through me, through these cards? Monday, June 10th, 2019. Please and thank you. What just jumped? So a card just jumped onto my lap, but it's face down, so we'll see. Oh, we got the Devil. And then we got the Eight of Cups. We got the Seven of Wands. Keep those in order. We got the Hanging Man, the Queen of Swords, and then we're going to end it with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, because those are the ones that felt like they needed to come up. Whoa, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every time I'm like, we're just going to do a few cards, and then it ends up being a whole handful. So the devil jumped out, okay? So that's basically telling me that whoever you are, you're at risk of deceit. Either you're being deceived by someone else or you're deceiving yourself. Because we have this inner trust, you probably know better than I would whether it's an outside force or an internal force. But whatever it is, there's some deceit happening, you know? You're not seeing the whole picture. Maybe you're not seeing your full power, because sometimes that devil energy is basically saying, you know, you have a lot more power than you're acknowledging or using. Also, there's on the other end, you think you have a lot more power than you do. So really just try to be aware of what's going on in your life and who may be deceiving you, including yourself, because then we have this 8 of Cups. So that's telling me that there's something that you need to leave behind. There's something that's not serving you. It's not aiding you in any positive way. It's just, you know, it's something that maybe was helpful at one point. Maybe it kept you grounded. Maybe it kept you a little bit stable. But I think there's an increased need for grounding right now. And the thing that was there for you, it's no longer stable. It's no longer helpful. It's no longer serving you the way it needs to be, it needs to be, or the way you need to be served. And it's time for you to kind of let that go, move on, move towards brighter horizons, move towards something better. But then we have this 7 of Wands, which is basically saying, you know, you need to stand up for yourself. Whatever this is that you needed to let go of, it's probably something you're a little bit afraid of letting go of. It's probably something you're holding on to because whatever reason, whether it's that devil energy, you know, it looks too good to be true. It looks like something that you could enjoy, but also it's causing you a lot of stress. It's causing you a lot of just like worry and distrust. And really, it is, again, something that you just need to walk away from. And I think you need to stand up for yourself and say, okay, I'm doing this for myself. I'm walking away because this is the best thing to do. And, you know, we've all been there. I think that's one of the best things we can do for ourselves sometimes. But this also says to be careful of being obstinate in the way you're trying to stand up for yourself. Like, if you're standing up for the wrong thing, then you really need to be aware of that and step back and really look at the picture as a whole, because you don't necessarily have all of the full understanding here. Again, with that devil energy and with this, you don't see everything that's going on. There's something that's not clear to you. There's something that you just don't necessarily understand. But then we have that Hanging Man, which tells me, yeah, there's absolutely something you don't understand, and that's okay. The Hanging Man is telling me that, you know, the situation you're in is actually one that you've kind of put yourself into, or you at least let yourself fall into and let yourself stay in. So, like, you have the ability to get yourself out of the situation. It's not as dire as it's not, or I shouldn't say dire. It's not the same as the 8 of Swords energy, where it's like you definitely put yourself in that situation and you're holding yourself in that situation and you're ignoring the fact that you're just trying to pretend that all your problems don't exist. Here, you don't even know, like, I think there's a fear element. So you don't really know what's going to happen if you let yourself out of this situation. It's not even just that you're trying to ignore your problems. It's like if you try to move away from your problems or away from the situation, you're worried that it's all going to fall apart. You're worried that whatever you leave behind is going to still catch up to you. And you just, you know, you're holding on, even though you don't need to, even though like that leap of faith is available to you, that freedom is available to you. You're holding on very tightly. And I think maybe you're just kind of thinking a lot about where you are in your life. And I think, I don't know, I feel like maybe you're not emotionally engaged in your reality. And I know that kind of sounds weird, you know, who's not really engaged in their reality, but maybe you're doing stuff to numb yourself. Maybe you're doing stuff to escape. Maybe you're doing stuff that just keeps you kind of in this headspace where you're either zoned out or you're dazed out, or you're just not connecting emotionally with your situation. You're just trying to keep very cool about it. And that can be dangerous, because I feel like with this energy, with all the cards that came before this especially, I feel like this is just you not addressing what's going on in your life, not addressing that devil energy, that very fiery, deceitful, too good to be true, something's probably not right, but you don't want to pay attention to it. You got to leave it behind and really stick up for yourself and take that leap of faith. All of that, you're just kind of pretending doesn't exist, or you're just kind of telling yourself you'll deal with it tomorrow, and you're just not. You're just, like I said, you're just kind of staying in this headspace where you're not really paying attention to the how do I explain the deeper issues that you're suffering with, okay? And I feel like there may be something going on in the mental area. But then we have this Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot, okay? These your closing message, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is telling you this situation is in your hands. Yes, things go bad, things get better, things get bad again, and that's not necessarily in anyone's control. You know, it's not in your control if you know, you're out and a building falls down on you. That's not your fault, obviously. But for the most part, a lot of the situations I think you're finding yourself in, you do have the control, and it's about how you respond, and it's about how you decide to move forward, because then we have this Chariot, which is telling me that you have the ability, you have the wisdom to move yourself out of this situation, to move yourself into a better place. And you obviously, with these Trust Yourself cards, you already know that that's what you need to do. Again, someone's deceiving you, it's probably you. It could be someone outside of you, but I do feel like there's someone like you who's lying to yourself for whatever reason, whether you're just comfortable in the situation that you're in, whether it's you're afraid of letting go of whatever it is that needs to be let go of, you're afraid of the backlash of standing up for yourself, because this also tells me that, you know, if you said, I believe that I can make $1 million in a year, and I strongly, strongly believe that I can do that, then you're going to have like 1,000 people coming at you saying, no, you can't do that. That's impossible. That's not a thing people do. Blah, blah, blah. It's impossible to get out of poverty. Blah, blah, blah. So you have to stand up for yourself in the face of people telling you that you can't do it, or the face of people telling you that you can't break away from this situation. And you have to let go of the fear, whatever that fear is that's keeping you from moving forward and taking that leap of faith, whatever it is that's making you just kind of be stuck in your head, like you're just thinking all the time, like, how do I get out of this situation? Oh, there's no way out of this situation. How do I fix this problem? I can't possibly fix this problem. You're kind of going back and forth there. This is basically telling me, you know, you just need to decide. And I mean, at your soul's core and in your center, you need to decide where you want to go. Okay, again, you're needing to trust yourself here. You need to trust that you can heal through this situation, that you can let go of whatever it is that is not serving you, that you can do the thing that you're saying you can do, and that you can lift the veil. You can be more honest with yourself, and you can force other people to be honest with you, or leave them behind if they won't be. But either way, this is about willpower. This is about deciding in your core, saying, I can do this. I need to move on. I need to make this change. And there is movement. This is not just the will. This is moving will. This is action. This is desire put into motion, okay? This is you saying, I can do this, and I'm going to, and then taking the steps that you need to do to take care of the thing that you need to take care of, because again, it's in your control. This is not something that is just fate. Yes, fate is probably touching you and trying to guide you, but fate can't control where you end up, okay? Only your choices and only you can control where you end up, all right? And you have to decide where that's going to be, where you need that to be. Overall, though, I do feel that if you're able to overcome the problems that you're dealing with, you will be blessed, okay? There is something, whether you can call it God, you can call it angels, just because I am seeing this sun 3 times so far. Yeah, 3 times we've seen the sun. All of them in these 3 cards. So this card telling you, this Hanged Man telling you that you can break away from the situation, that you just need to take that leap of faith. You need to just let go of whatever it is that's holding you back and holding you down. And even though it's scary to see what else might be out there, baby, like, follow that, okay? Because that has the sun. These have the sun. These are telling you that the outcome can be positive, but you have to trust yourself. You have to break away from this devil. You have to get away from that, and you have to let go of whatever it is, whether it's an emotional tie, you know, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a family, like whatever it is, you have to let go of that, and then you have to stand your ground when you do that, because that is how you're going to be able to find that things are better for you. In fact, I want to pull another card just to see what your outcome is if you're able to to let go of whatever it is that's not serving you. What is the outcome for whoever this reading is meant for? If they're able to move on from that devil energy and break away from whatever it is that they no longer need in their life, that is not serving them, is not healing them or helping them, what is the outcome if they figure out the best way to move on? If they learn to trust themselves and trust their wisdom, their inner wisdom, what can they do, or what can they expect or hope for should they be able to break away and take that leap of faith that they're being guided to take? Please and thank you. Right. Okay. So I'm not going to pull all 5 cards, but I pulled them, but I'm not going to go over them too deeply. So the 2 cards that I'm going to go over are the World, Ace of Pentacles. You break away from that situation, it's all yours. Like, the world is your oyster. You're lucky. You'll have a lot of positivity. You still probably have to deal with distrust that is inside of you, but for the most part, this is saying you have abundance coming for you, positivity of new things, new beautiful things, okay? The next card we had was the Queen of Wands. That's someone who knows what she wants to do in her life, where she wants to go, has power but doesn't flaunt it, okay? So if we look at her, the way she's holding her wand is basically saying, I have the ability to kick your butt with my wand, but I'm holding it in a way that's not at the ready. Like, I'm not exactly ready to fight, or I'm ready, but I'm not intending to, okay? So my energy isn't aggressive. It's very much just someone who's direct and knows what they need to do, knows how to handle things, knows how to take care of business, and can throw down if they have to. And then we have 2 of Cups, which is telling me that there needs to be some balance for you. There will be balance for you, since this is an outcome card. There will be some balance for you and some connection with someone. How about I come up? There's some connection with someone, either that's you and your higher self, your mental, your emotional self will find that connection that I think is lacking, that Queen of Swords energy that we saw. I think you might be more connected to your emotions and more able to be open, and you're also going to find your relationships are more fulfilling, they're more joyful, they're more happy. You are going to be more joyful and more happy and more just fulfilled. The World, that's the card of fulfillment, okay? But you have to let go of whatever it is that's not serving you, and you have to trust yourself. That is your reading for today. I do hope that was helpful for someone out there. Please let me know if it was. I'm going to do the monthly reading. I know I said I was going to do it over the weekend, but like I said, it got crazy. I'm going to do the monthly reading tomorrow for you, and then we'll be back on track. Thank you again so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow, and remember always that I love you. Bye!